Hi there, Loy Macedo, speaking to you from loymacedo.com. Who is Loy Macedo and Think Personal Branding? All right, today's edition, I got a couple of questions with regards to jobs in UAE. People have been asking me these questions. Then you have news about something about India, something about UAE, Emiratis, about traffic fines, couple of updates from readers, one or two questions, and finally, a female employee in the UAE has shared an experience. So in this video, I'm going to share all this. Like I said, in the timestamp down below, in the description, there is a timestamp with each and every topic. What time does it start? So you can choose whatever you like. So let's move in. Now, these are the questions that were asked me with regards to jobs in UAE. The first one is, Loy, is it possible for me to get a job in UAE? These are some of the common questions I've been getting. Is it possible for me to get a job in UAE? Yes, if you're asking possible, everything is possible. It is possible for you to get a job. It's possible for you not to get a job. It's possible only if you try, only if you work hard, only if you have a strategy, only if you have proper resume. Even people with rubbish resumes, absolutely terrible resumes, they are getting job offers. So it is possible for everyone to get. There are always jobs coming up. There are always people losing jobs. So the market is constantly in a state of movement. Okay. Second question that people ask me is, when is it possible for me to get a job? I'm sorry, I don't have a magic ball, or I cannot predict into the future. I can't look into the future. Exactly 7 days, 14 hours, 12 minutes, and 11 seconds, you're going to get a job. So I do not know when is it possible to get a job, but it is possible to get a job. Next one, people have been asking, Loy, my father or mother who's about 50, who's about 55, 60, they have lost their jobs. Can they get the job? Yes, they can get the job, but they have to take the initiative. They have to get in touch with me. I cannot work with you to help your father get a job. It's like I'm feeding you so that your father becomes strong. I mean, it's nonsense. So please do not speak on behalf of your father. Let your father speak for himself or your mother. Next one, the question that I've been getting is, Lloyd, how is it that you're able to give jobs? How is it possible? It's possible because I've been in UAE for 40 years, which I've been telling you repeatedly. My parents were there for 50 plus years. I have friends who have been there for 3 generations. So given that I was in UAE for 40 years, I have contacts and connections who are still there, but they are not like waiting. Lloyd, give me your next batch of CVs. Give me your next batch of desperate people looking out for jobs. No. If you're the right candidate and I feel that you add some value, then I would recommend. Otherwise, no. And how am I able to give jobs is because I know how the market works. If you go and speak to someone who has, let's say you want to learn painting and you go to someone who has had 40 years of painting experience, he would be able to guide you better than someone who just started painting. So experience is what I have, which I'm able to guide people. And also because I had no education, I was a school dropout. I struggled, I made all the possible mistakes, and that is how I'm able to guide people. So some of the questions, Lloyd, which site do you recommend for people to go and get jobs? There's no such site, because if there was such a site, everybody would be on that site. The only outlets that you have is newspapers. Do not, I repeat, do not go to Dubizzle. Do not go to Monster Jobs, Gulf Jobs, Naukri.com, Shadi.com, Fuck.com, and I'm going to fucking con you.com. Don't go to all this. And anyone guarantees you're going to get a job in United States. Oh, your interview with this manager. Oh, you're lucky. You have been processed. This is the transaction number. Congratulations. If something is too good to be true.com, that's all bullshit. If your life has been fucking miserable all the while, all of a sudden Bill Gates is not going to get in touch with you. So there is no such site. Just go the normal route, either through references, recommendations, or newspapers. But in newspapers, remember, there are also con men who utilize this to take advantage of desperate people. Next one is, Lloyd, how is it that you're able to find jobs? I'm not able to find jobs. Baba, when you have contacts, connections, wasta, it's called the magic word, wasta. Find out what the fuck does wasta mean in the Middle East. Once you have wasta, you can get fucking anything. Okay. Next one is, Lloyd, who are your contacts? May I have a list? Yeah, it's like me asking you, can you give me the phone numbers of all the females in your household, all the girls, single ladies, all the ladies? Can I have their contact details? So, just want to verify, check with them. Are they single? Are they virgins? Are they having enough sex? It's like me asking your private details. Give me your bank account, credit card, everything else. Give me all that fucking information. Maybe then I'll give you my contacts list. Fucking idiot. Okay, next one is, Lloyd, can I pay you after I get a job? Can I pay you after? This is a very common question. So it's like going to a college and say, sir, principal of the college, can I pay you after my son graduates after 3 years, completes his MBA and gets a job? Then can I pay you for the degree money? Or it's like going to a parent and telling, can I marry your daughter after I finish fucking her for the next 10, let's say, 10 months on a honeymoon? Can I marry your daughter after that? Find out what is the answer of this and then come back to me and ask me, can you pay me after you get a fucking job? Okay. Next one is, Law, your face is ugly. How can anyone take you seriously? So what do you want me to have? A beautiful, sexy looking girl sitting here with her cleavage showing you, or someone who looks very decent and very nice and, speaking very professionally? It's like this. Okay. People like you go for external appearances and you fall for external appearances. That is why you're fucking judged. If you do not look like a fucking hot model, if you do not look fucking professional, and you're fucking unemployed, you piece of fucking shit, and that is why you need to take even person like me seriously. If you, with your fucking decent face, good-looking monkey-ass face, and your suit and your three-piece fucking education, can't get a fucking job, then how dare you fucking judge me? Go fuck yourself. That is what I have to tell you. Next one is, Loy, I don't believe a tattooed face like yours can help me get a job. Let me give you a news flash, motherfucker. Now, number one is 100% of all the defaulters who have cheated the world of millions and billions, 100% all wore suit and tie, looked decent. That is number one. Second point is 100% of all the fucking serial killers look like normal human beings. Oh, that is point number two. Point number three, 100% of all the religious people who are bombing and killing and murdering and mutilating children and doing all the rubbish fucking shit. All the 100% of religious people all believed in God. So if I go as per these statistics, 100% of all the people who defaulted, people of billions in banks and institutions and politics, all wore suit and tie, were well educated and looked decent. So does that mean everyone who wears a suit and tie and looks decent and has a good education is a fucker, is a scammer, is a piece of shit that should be put in jail? What about if all the serial killers look normal? Does that mean you are a fucking serial killer? Or, 100% of all the religious people 100% of all the people who committed bombings and murders on a large scale were people who believed in God. Does it mean everyone who believes in God is a fucking religious extremist? No, because there are 7 billion people on this planet. There are 7 billion people kinds. There are different types. So in the same way, not all tattooed people are extremists, are dangerous. So you with your monkey ass fucking face is a piece of shit failure. That is why you checked on Google like a free fucking loader, came here, and then you saw me. You judged me even before you can do anything. Here's news for you, motherfucker. I am enjoying a much better fucking life than you are. I sit and put up videos. I read books, as you can see. Right now, it's, 4:32 in the morning. I get up whenever I like. I play whatever fucking game I want on my fucking 3 iPads. I have a nice life. My wife is sleeping outside. I can spend maximum time with my family. But you, on the other hand, are a salaried rat. You have to follow protocol. You have a boss who's like a fucking diaper on your fucking ass. You have to report to work on time. You have to follow the rat race. So who has a better life? Yeah, news flash, piece of shit. Okay, so these were the questions that I did get from idiots. Next one is India high-speed train breaks down, and one guy sent me, a couple of guys sent me, ha ha ha, LOL. One other guy sent me, Pakistani guy sent me, ha ha ha, fuck you, you guys don't have a fucking train. My dear, in Pakistan, do they even have a train? Okay, that's another thing for you. And why are you so fucking happy? Nah, what is my opinion about this is, India tried. They tried to do something worthwhile. They got a small little glitch. Let's appreciate the progress that they are making. Yes, they have glitches to work on. Cows and buffaloes moving everywhere. They will fence it and then they will realize, okay, this is where we need to improve. For me, I look at it as, congratulations, you have an achievement of a high-speed train. Unfortunately, it broke down. Let's work on the problem and try to find a solution. Next one, a couple of guys sent me, UAE is the happiest country in the world as per Time Out Dubai, which is a blogging site, which is not even a reputed website. Then you have vam.ae. Vam is all the news that the government wants you to believe and buy. And then you have Emirates 24/7. That is a news outlet from the UAE. So I checked on CNN, I checked on BBC, I checked on Reuters. I'm sorry, none of the global websites reported that UAE is the happiest country in the world. As per this report by Time Out, it seems that top consultancy BCG, I checked their website, there's nothing on their website. It seems that in collaboration with the 2019 World Summit held in Medina Jumeirah, happiness in UAE is higher than Canada, Belgium, France, and USA. Thanks to the income and happiness dynamics. I don't know from where the fuck do you get such studies? Who validates these studies? Sheikh Mohammed has appointed 60 chief happiness and positive officers from around the world. I never knew there was a career like happiness officer. I'm happy. I'm happy. You know, when you're too fucking happy, you can be called a fucking clown. So I don't understand. What is your qualification? You're a bachelor in happiness. I have a master's in being gay, super happy, or I have a PhD in orgasmic happiness. What the fuck is that? You know? So it seems that Happiness Patrol was handing out law to law-abiding citizens. Instead of traffic tickets, rewards. What are you giving them? Dog food or, sandwiches or what? It seems Her Excellency Uhud bin Khalfan al-Rumi has been named Minister of the State of Happiness in the cabinet. It just looks like they didn't have any other designation to give her. Just wanted to give a member of the royal family a job. Okay, you are the happiness officer. Okay, happiness. Yeah, happiness. You be the appetite minister. You be the exercise minister. You become the fair and lovely minister. You be the good weather. You be the positive ratings. Simply, you give dummy fucking designations. It seems HSBC, Expat Explorer, conducted a survey of 22,000 people working in the UAE and found out that UAE was the best place to work. I would suggest you to go to Sonapur, where all the expat laborers are there. There are millions of them. You'll find 1 million whose passports have been taken, whose salaries have not been paid, who live working in the fucking sun for nearly 10 to maybe 18 hours a day. You ask them, what is your happiness quotient? And I'm sure you'll find a lot of unhappy people there. It seems that as per this report, 85% of the people in UAE are very happy because they're busy paying off their debts and building up savings. 85%. 85% are in debt. That I'll agree. They have to pay their debt. That also I'll agree. Building up savings. You can have $5 in the bank account every month. That also can be categorized as building up savings. That doesn't mean you're a billionaire. Anyway, don't want to talk about this. When you go to BCG, the same people who claimed this big report, there's nothing on their website. I went through their website. I can't find jack shit. If you can, please let me know. Okay, next one is Emirati drivers. ArabianBusiness.com says we unveiled the first Emirati driver in Abu Dhabi and 14 Emirati captains and another 30 are set to join. Well, let's see. They've joined. Let's see how far they continue. Let's see how far it goes. Let's see how much money they make. And let's see what are the problems that oh, by the way, I forgot. They are Emiratis, right? You can't complain against them because if you do, then you'll be in trouble. So anyway, I'm sure they're going to get 5-star services. But if you ask me, I would rather go with a Pakistani, Indian, Bangladeshi, Sri Lankan, whom at least I can shout and say, hey, go on time, go fast, rather than taking a local whom if I shout, he'll put me in jail. So this is just my opinion. Next one is traffic fines are extended in Ras Al Khaimah. You have 80 days to avail the offer. So if you take 80 days, this report was Feb 16th. It goes up to May 7th. So if you have any traffic fines, you're going to get a discount. I hope you take advantage. Then I have a reader who has an outlet in Yas Mall. It seems 37 stores were closed down in 2018. In their place, 8 stores have been opened up. It seems Go Sports has been given 50% off to 70% or whatever. I don't know if I got that right because he said some percent. So let's take it at 50%. They've been given from November, December, January, February in Yas Mall. It seems the stadium brand is finding it very hard to survive and sell. Many of the shops, their rent is 450,000, but their sale, that is per month, and but their sale is only 300 to 380,000. So Go Sports, it seems, has been giving sale. The reason for the sale is because stock is not moving, and one of the managers even said that if you don't have a sale, nobody comes to our stores. So people of Go Sports, I'm pretty sure you'll be laid off. He gave me a couple of lists of companies that closed down. Kingsley, Heath, McGregor, I didn't know that was an outlet. Watch Gallery, Gaudi, OSIM, Evita, the Couples, 4 stores for kid fashion by Leva Trading, Armani Jeans, 1915 Watt Store, Amorino Ice Cream Shop, Benetton for kids, Hactic, Hackett London Fashion, Body Action, FNF Fashion, Ginger Snap, and Joe Fresh, and a couple of restaurants. Never heard of these brands, but anyway, they opened and they closed down. Next one. This one, last and not the least, is a female experience in the UAE. I'll read out her letter exactly the way she has put it. Dear Loy, great job for bringing the harsh realities of UAE to the world. Your YouTube videos are good, an eye-opener for expats like us in the UAE. I don't want to waste your time. Read this whenever you're free. Just wanted to share my experiences. I got married, shifted to Dubai with my husband on February 2016. I was the assistant manager in a leading company in India. I have kept it like censored. And I was earning very well. I was expecting the same here in Dubai. She was earning 60,000 rupees. Let me just give you rupees to dollars. So she was earning 60,000. So that's $841 she was earning this is in India. And then she was hoping to get around 5,000, let's say, let me give 80 to USD. She wanted to earn 5,000 dirhams in UAE. So she was earning $841 and she was hoping to get in Dubai 1,361. I do not know on what basis did she make the calculation. Okay, so I started to give interviews, walk in twice or thrice a week. I was shocked to see that I was being rejected on the grounds of my expected salary and that I didn't have a dependent visa. My dear, the reason you got rejected is because you don't have UAE experience, you do not have knowledge of the local market, and they do not see any benefit in employing you. That is the reality. Just because you're my fan doesn't mean I'm going to kiss your ass. Even if I was the employer, I wouldn't fucking employ someone who has come fresh-faced from UAE unless they have experience of that local country, the tradition, norms. Like, for example, if someone would ask you, where is Al Quoz or where is, let's say, Al Nar, you have to either choose one. If you're new in Dubai, you would not know where is Al Quain or Al Quoz or Al Nar. Okay? So, finally, after giving 31 job interviews, I settled down for a low-paying job, 3,000 dirhams, which I think is pretty decent for someone who's new. And they were ready to give me an employment visa. After exiting and entering the country, I was shocked to see their policy. They took my passport, educational certificates, and they said it was a company policy and I had to abide by it. This is the reality. You didn't do your research. That is why you found it shocking. Being a newcomer, I didn't know what to do, so I gave my passport and my certificates. It was a Tamilian or Indian management. They were very rude to a North Indian like me and made my life hell for the next 8 months, but I had to continue working because of my husband. Salary was not enough for us to survive. After 8 months, we weren't satisfied, and neither could I meet their targets, so they gave me the termination letter. See, your problem is, without doing research of a fucking country, you came down there, expected to get double than what you're getting in India. India, you're getting $8,000. Here, you wanted to get $1,356. Yes, obviously, because the expenses are much more. And you didn't do your research. You expected, sun, moon, stars. I have so much talent. I'm going to do this. But you got exposed to the reality. Okay. So as a sigh of relief after being terminated, at least I wouldn't get a ban as I would be terminated and would hunt for a better job. Once again, you're hoping. Hope is not a strategy, which is what I tell people. Next day, the director tore the termination letter and said, let's mutually resign. You can give your resignation. When someone talks to you sweet, that means you are going to get into shit later on, especially the owner of the company. You said that they are Tamilians. They don't give a fuck about you. They treated you like shit. And you actually didn't use your brains and you fell for the same guy who treats you like shit. That means there's something wrong with you. Okay, I was very stupid at that time. Yes, you are. Where, I don't know if you still are. I was in a state of shock. I didn't know what to do. And I was forced to resign. Well, nobody took your hand and made you. You got convinced. Resign. I requested my passport, educational documents, and then they told me that they're not going to give it to me. And he said that now that you have resigned, I'm going to play with you. Well, this is a sad story, but anyway. I was disgusted. I didn't know what to do. So I went to the Ministry of Labor, filed a case against them, spending 200 dirhams. Well, that's not very smart, especially when you're talking about the employee. Okay. I didn't get my 2 months salary at the time, and me and my husband were completely broke. That means you're financially not very smart, neither you nor your husband. Ministry of Labor came for the settlement, but they said because you resigned, you accepted the ban, your labor will be cancelled. Okay, I wasn't ready to accept, so I went to the Dubai court case. I approached the Indian consulate with the help of tweeting Sushma Swaraj for my passport and certificates and several follow-ups. Finally, I managed to get both of them back from my ex-employee. Neither was he fined, nor any penalty was given by the Indian consulate for giving my passport. Well, they don't give a fuck anyway. That's the benefit of having an Indian passport. They don't give a fuck. Okay, next was Dubai court case. Well, you'll spend a lot of money. After waiting for dates and hearings, 6 months later, after waiting, and spending 5,000 dirhams, I finally lost the case. And because I had put the resignation letter and I got a labor ban. My employer was not touched. He didn't even lose a penny. Well, that's what I told you. Okay. In the Dubai court, see, the problem is you didn't take professional advice. You jumped, I'm going to do all this by yourself. That's why you got fucking jacked. And this is a story of all the people who believe in themselves and think, I can achieve anything. I will do it. I will pray to Allah, Jesus, Lord, Ganesha, Durga, Ma, Zeus, and all those people. Break a coconut on the statues. Monkey god, snake god, elephant god, or some rat god. And the magic, please read my hand. Oh, you have a great job in Dubai. And they go there. They don't take professional help. They want to save money. Oh, from the internet, I got this free resume. From this internet, tips on interview. From the internet, free. Everything is for free. That's how you go. That's how you get jacked. This is nothing new. I'm not saying about you, but I'm saying generally most of the people. Okay. In the Dubai court itself, I started talking to people who had same issues like me. Well, they're idiots like you who don't take professional advice, jump into the fire, then get burnt. Only 1% have ever won a case against employer, which is very rare, which is very true. And 99% have lost it. Well, they deserve it because they wanted everything for free. Free information, free guidance. Let me try by myself. These locals can't even understand Hindi or English properly. They can understand, but they show that they don't. And sitting here in Dubai court case, listening to the problems of expat people, majority are frustrated because of lack of communication. They're frustrated because they're fucking freeloaders. Okay, I see poor laborers who have put their court case, didn't receive their salary, spending 150 dirhams or 100 dirhams per hearing, and lost to their employees. Employees are smart. They take professional help from professional lawyers and a team of experts. Being a girl, you're not a girl, you're a fucking woman. I feel I was harassed more. Well, because you expected the sun, moon, and stars by the Ministry of Labor and court, and that I was alone. I did typing many times, went around 10 to 12 times, got drenched in the heat with sweat. I had to visit the court, wasted so much time in a new country where I could not even speak Arabic. Do your research the next time. At the present date, I get to hear, I have found out that there's still another girl like me fighting in the court with the same company. Same story will repeat itself. Thank you, Loy, for giving me your time reading my story. I feel a kind of relief writing down to someone. I hope you got the relief. But sweetheart, like I told you, I'm not your agony aunt. Where you're wrong, you're fucking wrong. You didn't take professional advice. You jumped into the fire. You burnt your fingers. I hope you've learned your fucking lesson. And this time you need to be fucking smart. Take professional advice. Make sure that you have a strategy in mind and then go ahead. You put your hand where the alligator or the dog is or the lion is and it bites a piece of your flesh and you lose your hand. I lost my hand. What did I do? That's your fucking problem. So I hope you're smart this time. I hope you take professional advice. And listen, if India is treating you well, go back to fucking India. That's where you are getting your better salary. It was your own country. You know everything. And at least your experience would be counted. You have burnt your fingers. You stayed there, from 2016. And now I hope you're starting all over again. But this time, please don't repeat the same mistakes, or I would say that you're the one who's stupid. Oh yeah, before I do leave, I thought I'd share with you some funny bits of images that I want to share with you. This one was shared to me by one reader. I think it is in Sharjah or Dubai. I'm not too sure. I think it is Sharjah. So he was sharing these stickers that I put on the wall with so many vacancies and so many rents and, bedroom spaces and jobs and all that. So he was saying wall to wall, there are so many. Well, this is how you get free ads. But if these people get caught, I think they would have to pay a fine. So this was one of the images shared with me by a reader. Another one is Law, you want donation, but you don't want to help people. Yes, sweetheart. You know, these videos that I put up, my uneducated fucking prick that you are, fucking freeloader. It takes around 9 hours to make these videos. It takes tons and tons of research. It takes my time. It takes my effort. It takes my expertise in Final Cut Pro, audio editing, video editing. It takes my research. It takes so much of my own time, which nobody fucking pays me for. Why don't you create a fucking video? Why don't you do some fucking research? Why don't you learn Photoshop, Final Cut Pro, audio editing, video editing, learn the art of speaking, learn the art of communication, network with people, get emails, build your brand online, and do this for free, which I've been doing for the past fucking 11 years. Do it for free. And then let me know that whether you get paid for it. Okay, I've been doing this for free. This is a public service announcement. And you know, if I ask money, so what the fuck is the problem? You're a fucking freeloader. You're not paid me even 1 fucking cent, and you fucking talk. And even if you pay a cent, put the cent up your fucking ass. Another fucking freeloader. Okay, next one is, this was brightened. You know, it feels nice. Kind of brightens up my day. This gentleman watches my videos every single day. Thank you so much. I'm very happy about it. I really appreciate it. And this one was sent me by a reader who told me that these are the special offers that you get in UAE. It seems that exclusive at City Center Murdif, if you buy for 300 dirhams, let me give you $2. 300 dirhams is, if you spend $81, as a bonus, you will get a wonderful little rose and a special gift. And this, you can use it as a Valentine to impress your Valentine. Wow. So for $85, you get a nice rose, which you can normally get for, I think, $1. And then you can give a gift. Well, how to be a dumbass was the comment, which I think is very right. Another one sent me this nice little funny cartoon. I don't know whether this actually happened to him, but it's pretty funny. It says, all I'm saying is, when you promised me a special Valentine's treat for dessert, it's kind of had my heart on apple crumble. And she has put nice fluffy whiff on 2-3 different areas, and she wanted him to eat it. Well, disgusting. Sex is disgusting. Yes, I know. Obama also agrees with it. Finally, this is going to be the magnum opus achievement. Way by with a fake name, send me point 30 baht. Point 30 baht is, I think, 1 cent. And he sends me a note. This is what all your videos are worth. Nearly nothing. And he puts a shitty emoji. Thank you so much, Baht. You gave me 30 cents. Remember, it's the thought that counts. At least you give something. At least, you know, my videos were so powerful that it made you remove your card, use your common sense, open your laptop, switch it on, connect to the internet. Once it logged into PayPal, you put your details, and then you this is what your videos are worth. Nearly nothing, shit emoji. And you typed enter, and you go, ha, 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 you felt good. I'm glad you felt good, because that is what it is. My job is to get a fucking reaction. Good, bad, ugly. If you love me, that's fucking great. If you hate me, that's even fucking great, because this is the purpose. If I was a nothing and nobody, if it didn't evoke any emotions, any response, if nobody was bothered, then that is where I would really be bothered. So instead of being a nothing, a nobody, where there's no reaction, where nobody's watching, that's boring. Nobody's talking about it. That's boring. Like your life, like you, nobody's talking about it. But when people are talking about it, where they have actions and emotions and feelings, where it brings love, especially hate. I fucking hate this guy and I'll do this. That's where I call it success. Thank you so very much. I appreciate that you sent at least 1 cent and this message, because it proves I am fucking in your head, in your heart, in your mind, and I burn that chili up your fucking asshole, which is so good. Remember this face. You can never forget. But your face, nobody will remember. And that's tragic for you. So, this is Roy from RoyMacedo.com. Who's Roy Macedo and Think Personal Branding? As usual, like the video, give it a thumbs up. Don't like it, thumbs down. Put your comments. I always read them. And guys, this is me signing off for now. Thank you so very much. And even if you want to send 1 cent and a rude message, go ahead. I love that. So this is me signing off now. Guys, take care. Goodbye.